Buteyko Breathing is a Russian breath training program which improves CO2 values of the blood, improves oxygen supply to cells, promotes health and fitness, and is recognized in the UK, Australia, and Russia. During the Buteyko Breathing course, participants are asked to breathe through the nose rather than the mouth. After all, the nose is optimized for breathing, while the mouth is better for speaking and eating. Nasal breathing has many benefits. It helps cool the brain, it filters the air you breathe in, it retains water from the air you breathe out, it improves nitric oxide levels, it improves carbon dioxide levels, and it improves oxygen supply to cells. Mouth breathing has many problems. It makes you look less intelligent. It makes you breathe way too much. It worsens nitric oxide levels. It worsens carbon dioxide levels. It lowers the oxygen supply to cells. It increases your heart rate and blood pressure. And it's bad for your health and fitness in general. The main reason we shouldn't mouth breathe at rest is that it promotes overbreathing. When we breathe too much, we exhale and lose a lot of CO2, which lowers the CO2 content of the blood and restricts oxygen supply to cells. So how does it work that CO2 affects oxygen supply? In 1904, it was discovered that blood CO2 levels play an important role in the release of oxygen from the blood to cells. This principle is called the Bohr effect. In short, it means that when the blood contains more CO2, more oxygen leaves the blood and our cells receive more oxygen. When the blood contains less CO2, less oxygen leaves the blood, so our cells receive less oxygen. With nasal breathing, we will naturally breathe less, raising CO2 levels in the blood and improving oxygen supply to cells. We will also breathe cleaner air, our brain will be cooler, and we will be less thirsty. To stop mouth breathing, just close your mouth whenever you notice you are mouth breathing. Keep paying attention to your breathing and keep closing your mouth, especially if you are mouth breathing at rest. But when we're asleep, we're not aware of our breathing, so avoiding mouth breathing is much harder. That's why we recommend using a special tape called 3M micropore to prevent mouth breathing during sleep. 3M micropore tape is made of paper with microscopic holes. It's made for your skin and available at the pharmacy in a width of either 1 or a half inch. So why use this tape? For people who mouth breathe during sleep, using micropore tape to close the mouth is an easy way to ensure nasal breathing throughout the night. They'll notice the difference in the morning. They'll feel more energetic, more well rested, and the mouth won't feel so dry. Also, snoring is often much improved. But you should only use it if you need it. People who already breathe through the nose throughout the night will get no benefit from using the tape at all. It is, however, quite difficult to know for sure whether you mouth breathe during sleep or not. You probably mouth breathe during sleep if you wake up with a dry mouth and your sleep isn't very restful. And if you snore, you are probably also mouth breathing. We recommend to also ask your partner to check your breathing during your sleep. For beginners, we recommend to tape the mouth vertically with a small piece of tape, just connecting the upper lip to the bottom lip. So this is not a complete seal because air can still come in through the sides. The first few nights, the tape will likely come off in the middle of the night, so you'll wake up without the tape. Never mind, try again tomorrow. After a few nights you get used to it and the tape is then more likely to stay on the whole night. Once you've used the tape vertically for a few nights and are more used to it, you can switch to taping horizontally, from left to right. This way, the tape is more likely to stay on the whole night. It will also prevent air from coming in through the sides. Because micropore tape has very small holes in it, some air can still come through. Always use common sense. There are times where you should not use tape, for example when your nose is congested. So do take the tape off if you feel you need to. Many people find they'll take the tape off automatically during sleep if it feels uncomfortable. Also, if you have very sensitive lips, it's better to put the tape in a way that minimizes contact with the pink area of your lips, and to take the tape off quite slowly. For most people, there won't be an issue. If you have a mustache or beard, you could try to put the tape exclusively on the pink area of the lips only. The tape won't stick very well on the hairs of your mustache or beard. Don't worry, just give it a try. Many people will hesitate to use tape due to the Hollywood movies they have seen. But remember, we use the tape for health, energy and better sleep. You're always in control and you can take it off at any time for whatever reason. If you already have some micropore tape at home, you could try it right now, just to get used to it a bit. It's alright. We don't recommend using tape with children, toddlers and babies. Instead, mothers should close their child's mouth whenever they notice the child is mouth breathing without a good reason. So if you mouth breathe during sleep and don't have 3M micropore tape yet, visit the pharmacy today and get some. Try it out for 1 or 2 nights and then view this video again to make sure you didn't forget any details. Micropore tape is an optional practice to improve your breathing habits during sleep. It's not a substitute for Buteyko breathing. Buteyko breathing is much more powerful than a small piece of tape. It can radically improve your breathing, health and fitness. But there is no good reason to mouth breathe during sleep if you can easily prevent it using a small piece of tape. If you do mouth breathe at night and really don't want to use tape, at least try a chin band. It keeps your lower jaw against your upper jaw throughout the night and helps prevent mouth breathing also.